knowledge plus intentional action equals awesome results. So your ability to make space for you and for what matters to you will make a difference in how your life unfolds. And you could think of yourself as the writer of your own life. You could write your script however you want it, and you could write yourself in as the ultimate hero who is guided with intention and purpose at every turn. And the more intentional we are, the more we can feel clear and consciously control our outcomes as best we can, and therefore have the ultimate work-life balance. Hey, I'm Jade Ellison, a multi-passionate creative based out of New York City who's obsessed with personal development and anything business, from marketing, branding, creating online programs to launches, and helping you step into your true self so that you can share your gifts with the world. Gain insights with manifesting, creating life on purpose, and get ready to elevate yourself in ways that will surprise even you. Included in your weekly dose of inspiration, get ready to be entertained, uplifted, and encouraged to take action with simple and easy to apply tips, tools, and strategies that fit into your busy daily life, sprinkled with some woo-woo along the way. From embracing your confidence to mastering success habits, setting achievable goals, and ways to harness positive mindsets and beliefs so that you can kick self-doubt and your inner critic to the curb where they belong. Whatever's on the topic call sheet, I'll help you navigate the raw, messy, and sometimes hilarious truths of achieving success, abundance, and happiness, all while encouraging you to become the best version of yourself. So think of me as your go-to girlfriend, talking over some coffee, getting real, and giving you some amazing advice to go from hot mess to thriving success. This is the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast. If you're like me and you're on the go, sometimes you want to jump straight into the strategy. That's why I created this bonus recap for you. So grab a pen and a pad, or if you're driving, be careful. Just listen and tune to the points that you're like, ooh, I'm definitely going to do that. So before jumping into today's recap, I have this new segment for you, the Uber Savvy Fun Tip. And here are 6 ways to support your ultimate work-life balance. So you could have your conscious calendar control app. And since you develop apps and you're a website developer as well, Nevin, you could create an app that not only schedules your tasks and appointments, but also prompts in your mindful check-ins to remind you to balance your work and personal life. And there's apps that exist like that. You could actually just download any app that will set reminders, and you could set that reminder at lunchtime to take your mindset break. You could set that other reminder in the day to make sure that you work out, another reminder to eat consciously, another reminder to schedule time with family, and then also another reminder to do something that will fuel your passion, that will give you that purpose to track meaningful goals and set goals up for yourself to make sure that you're moving towards that. You could also do stretch breaks, and you could create a playlist to stretch out, whether it's dance music or just calming music. When you create that playlist, it will prompt you to pause and you could stretch, because movement and infusing each of those moments with intention and purpose is really going to balance out your energy and get you back to the present moment and really refuel you to be present so that you could bring your highest and best to that next moment that you are focused on, whether it's at work or whether you're already at home. And it's just a way to kind of reinfuse that energy. Another thing that you could also do is do a creative nook as your workspace. So at home, if you work remotely, you could make that your space that you work in. You could have inspiring quotes set up. Do things that are set up on your desk and workspace, whether you have a wall or you could put a photo of you in your relationship to just spark that innovation and energy. I like to have all of my unicorn cards. Yes, I just said unicorn cards, because Adam, my hubby, knows I love unicorns, and he literally is the best hubby and very caring. And anytime he sees a unicorn card, he gets it for me. So I have my unicorn cards set up on my workspace. I'm staring at them right now. And that just reminds me to be playful when I show up filming the podcast episodes for you and recording the podcast episode. Another thing you could do is have your intentional interruption blocker, which is really like your focus time or your do not disturb time on your smartphone. And once you do that, you can put airplane mode on or something like that that will really help you just stay focused in the moment. I turn my airplane mode on when I'm doing my second recording for my camera. So another thing that you could do is have purposely driven post-its, meaning you could create post-its with your favorite quotes. You could keep one on your bathroom mirror. You could keep one on the dashboard of your car. You could keep one in your cabinets. If you are one to snack late at night and you're like, note to self, please do not eat this particular snack. You do not need this until tomorrow. Go to sleep. Those little things will help you stay centered and motivated throughout the day. And then you could do something which I think is super fun, which you could call it your burst of blissful moments journal, or you could just call it your fun journal. And basically, it's a journal that you can create specifically that's designed to give you quick, meaningful reflections from your week to help you capture those moments that made you laugh or those moments that you just really wanted to remember. Because then when you take notes of those moments and look back and be like, wow, that was actually a really good week. Even though I just shared earlier with my friend Casey, I changed her name to Casey, that she shared something very personal with me with her health. Even though it really got to my heart and made me sad, the way we spoke about it and laughed about it, like that was a moment I'll remember. And it makes me want to connect with her more, if that makes any sense. So that uber savvy fun tip, those 6 ways to support your ultimate work-life balance, from your conscious calendar control to taking those stretch breaks and creating a playlist, to making a little creative nook for your workspace, to having your intentional interruption blocker so that you could really have your focus time and your do not disturb time, or your airplane mode turned on so that you could really focus. And then you could have your purpose driven post-its so that you could like really stay centered and motivated. And then your bursts of blissful moments journal, so you could reflect on the things that were fun and hilarious and things that you want to remember, will really support those 5 must-haves for ultimate work-life balance. So just to recap, the 5 must-haves for ultimate work-life balance and take another look at what we uncovered today was the first must-have for ultimate work-life balance is your soulful solitude, which is also known as your chill out time for self. So engaging in those daily mindset breaks, setting your timer for lunch, setting your timer at the end of the day to have a meditation, allocating that time just to be present, just to breathe, because that will really help to improve your focus and your overall well-being for the rest of the day. And immerse yourself in nature when you can. Go outside if you work remotely or if you work from a place of business. Go outside no matter what the day. Feel the temperature on your skin. Breathe in the air, even if it's raining, just to kind of shake it up. Because when you expose yourself to nature, it's shown that it reduces that mental fatigue and helps to improve your mood. And also make time for those creative expression sessions. Set aside that time for creative pursuits like music or painting or writing, because that will also improve your emotional well-being and help to reduce stress levels for your ultimate work-life balance. And the second must-have for ultimate work-life balance is your energetic empowerment, making time for what fuels your energy for life, specifically prioritizing exercise. Even if you exercise at home, making time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. At this time, I'm going to set aside 30 minutes. I'm going to set my timer and I'm going to do a workout. Whether you're watching a video on YouTube or you have one of those workout apps, ideally, if you could get to a group fitness class, or if you could actually get yourself with a trainer so that you can go to the gym and make sure that you're doing the proper moves for yourself, as well as cultivating mindful nutrition habits and eating right and nourishing your body with foods that are going to provide you that sustained energy throughout the day. Because when you have that balanced nutrition, it will positively impact your cognitive function and overall vitality so that you could show up as your highest and best self for the day. And then you could practice your restorative sleep habits, meaning get in the routine of turning off your electronics an hour before, stop watching TV about 30 minutes to an hour before going to sleep, maybe doing another breathing exercise. Also consider doing an infuser like lavender or eucalyptus, because that's shown to really help calm and has a direct impact on that sleep quality that we have to really help boost that energy level and productivity for the next day. And the third must-have for ultimate work-life balance is fun time and doing things that spark fun. And that's how you stay young at heart. When you create time for those mini adventures or spontaneous day trips to explore a new town that maybe you haven't been to, or do new activities with your partner. Maybe it's having like a day date to go rock climbing or playing billiards at a local billiards place, or even setting aside time to go bowling. Those fun things could infuse excitement and help break up that routine so that you have something to look forward to in life. And even consider taking up a new hobby, whether it's a cooking class every Thursday night or taking music lessons like I've shared. I would love to get back into my music lessons. I have my acoustic guitar. And when you engage in that new hobby, it really does provide that sense of achievement and that joy because you're looking forward to something. It's not just, okay, gotta go to work. All right, let me come home. I'm tired. It's more than that. You have a balanced life. You have things that are set aside for fun, for being calm, for eating well, time for family, having time for game night. That's fun. Having like a Friday night game night or a Saturday game night with family and friends. You could play board games. You could do charades. Anything that will infuse laughter and create a lighthearted atmosphere is really what is most important. And the fourth must have for ultimate work-life balance is heartfelt hangouts and time for connection with loved ones. And that's basically what I just shared with playing game night. Having a set time once a month, I mean, twice a month would be great, but once a month, dedicating that specific day of the month, maybe a Sunday, to hang out with family, spending that quality time together really helps to foster and deepen those connections and really brings a sense of belonging. I know with our family, I'd love to see you all more. I know we all have our own separate lives, but when we come together, it's super fun. I mean, we definitely, as a family, it could be overwhelming in terms of like all the conversations that are going on. It's because we all just want to share what's been going on in our own lives, but also hear what's going on in each other's lives. And then like once all of that's out and we're just like hanging out and having some good food and maybe having some wine, we turn on music and usually one of us, likely myself or my younger nephew, Bo, will start dancing and then it'll be like a dance party. And it's always super fun. So I feel like having these heartfelt hangouts are so important. And connection is what brings people together. That's the point of all of this, right? If we don't have connection, then what's the point? And then scheduling regular coffee hangouts with friends or coffee chats with friends, whether it's once a month or every couple weeks, getting together with these close friends and sharing experiences that you went through in the month really does help strengthen that bond. It gets you that emotional support that you need that you can't get from like a family member. They usually have like more fun, lighthearted ways to kind of see the drama or whatever you're going through. And it's fun. It's really great to connect with friends. I think that's so important. And also another thing that you could do as a heartfelt hangout is volunteer together. Do something in your community that will help bring you together. Maybe you donate your time to a 5K race to pass out water bottles to the runners, or maybe you get together with that family member who wants to set up a tent at a local fair to sell their skincare products. Whatever you do, just know that those moments will create those lasting memories and also promote that sense of purpose and fulfillment. And the fifth and final must have for ultimate work-life balance is passion-driven pursuits. Pursuing something meaningful outside of work, outside of your health, outside of relationships. Having that clear, defined goal, which I share in almost every episode. Because when you have a goal that aligns with your values and aspirations, it's shown to give you that enhanced motivation and that overall life satisfaction. For instance, if you make a plan to go on a trip by the end of next year or within the next 24 months to a destination that you've never been to before, say to a gorgeous tropical destination on the other side of the world, like Fiji, Bali, Hawaii, or if you're on the other side of the world, maybe to the Caribbean or Brazil or Montana, if you love being in like that solitude and that calm, open, huge space of like peace and tranquility. When you give yourself these purposeful goals, it gives you something to look forward to. You could also volunteer or give back, like dedicating your time to that cause, going to Habitat of Humanity and seeing what next project they're working on. If they need help building a house or driving clothes to a community in need. You never know how volunteering can not only help the people that need the help, but could also help you because it gives you that sense of purpose and fulfillment. And that's something that I'm getting better with building at. I've shared that I sponsor to kids in the Philippines. And I feel like when I write the letters to them and when I'm donating that money on a monthly basis, it really does help provide the food and the additional school supplies and clothing that they need so that they could live a better life. And then you could also attend a workshop or a seminar in terms of engaging in continuous learning or skill building activities to help nurture your personal and professional growth. I love taking online programs, anything that will help inspire, encourage, and allow me to have greater intention with my thoughts, but in a way that will guide it in a positive way because I can kind of overthink things way too much. I mean, obviously, let's be serious. But I also know that having new ways to look at the same material helps to re-engage me to want to have that continuous learning and skill building, especially in personal development, especially with feelings of motivation, encouragement, and inspiration. That all matters to me. And that's what my intention with all of these episodes are when I create them for you. So from mastering the art of chilling out to finding peace with every breath, to elevating your energy and fueling yourself with ways to boost your mood, to infuse every moment with purpose, to sprinkling in some fun time because life's too short for anything less than joy and laughter, to diving into heartfelt hangouts and connecting with loved ones where meaningful connections happen. And lastly, to infusing purpose into something meaningful will give you that true ultimate work-life balance. So just to leave off, these aren't just tips. These are must-haves for life that if you incorporate and make a habit of living this way now will set you up for success in having your own ultimate work-life balance. So I'm curious, which one of those are you going to apply to your life right now? Circle one on your paper, the notebook pad that resonates with you the most, and apply that in the next 24 to 48 hours. I know that what I've shared has helped me, and hopefully it will make a positive impact and do the same for you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast. That was awesome. I appreciate you. Stay committed to your vision, take consistent action, and know that great things are on the other side of that door. Because remember, only you hold the key to unlock your dream life. So why not start today? I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Can I just say, you're awesome. You just finished an episode of the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast. If you like this episode, feel free to leave a nice review and rate it 5 stars if you found it helpful. But if not, please don't rate it 4 stars. Just ignore this part. However, if you did like it, make sure you share it with a friend who may find some value in the topics discussed today. Be sure to share it with them because you never know who you could uplift. Also, if you want more, check out the show notes in the description, which would include any links that may have been mentioned in this episode. Are you still listening? Are you waiting for a blooper reel? That'd be a really fun idea to throw in at times. But seriously, are you tired of foggy mornings? Go to jadeellison.com to grab your ultimate caffeine-free boost to supercharge your mornings for success. That's right, your empowered morning mindset checklist. Your great day is just a thought away. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, Jade. Like, I had a director on an Estee Lauder shoot, and his name is Adam. He was always so happy when I was on set because he'd be like, Jade's here, we're going home early. Because I like literally show up prepared for work, which is a big deal when it comes to union projects because they don't want to go into overtime. They don't want to have to go into penalties and stuff. That's the whole purpose of having a union when it comes to filming, because some of these non-union jobs actually only hold you for 12 hours and then they go into overtime, where with the union jobs, actually, I think non-union goes into overtime at 10 hours, but union jobs goes into overtime at 8 hours. So I was always making sure to be my highest and best. So when we film, and I said that out loud on my last shoot, then he's like, okay, good save, good save. And then of course, like when it was my turn to go, like I had a few takes, but I'm saying like, I get the takes in. Okay.